the probe in actor Sushant Singh Rajput's suicide. That probe is continuing in Mumbai, but a rather cryptic tweet has come to the fore from Shekhar Kapur, the filmmaker, who of course begins by talking about Sushant's pain. He goes on to say, "I knew the pain you were going through, but it seems like there is more to Rajput's suicide." Athar Khan now joins us for more on this. He has the tweet of filmmaker Shekhar Kapur up with him. Rather cryptic tweet, Athar, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Not just one, but two cryptic tweets. I'll just quickly run you through what Shekhar Kapur has tweeted. This is just about 2 hours ago. Here it is. This is what we're talking about. He says, and I quote him now, "I knew the pain you were going through. I knew the story of the people that let you down so bad that you would weep on my shoulder. I wish I was around the last 6 months. I wish you had reached out to me. What happened to you was their karma, not yours." Then he goes on, in fact, in just an earlier tweet I'm going to highlight right now. He says, "Lessons of life. There's no God," he claimed. "Of course there isn't," I said. "There's only hope, longing, love, yearning, gratitude and compassion." One can assume, or one can presume, that he's talking about Sushant here as well, because this is coming in just hours before the other tweet that we spoke of, and that was of course him saying that I knew what pain Sushant Rajput was going through, and he's also blaming certain people. So it's a cryptic tweet, and there have been many others in the industry who've been equally cryptic, if not more, about what Sushant was going through, Poonam, and they've come out with their posts, their condolences, their obituaries. There's been people like Karan Johar, who's also in fact said that I blame myself for not being there for Sushant Rajput. Overall, clearly, more and more people coming out and perhaps sharing cryptically what they might have known about what was troubling Sushant Rajput towards the end of his short life. He, remember, passed away yesterday at age 34, and the entire industry clearly is still coming to terms with the great loss. They're still mourning, and we of course will also give them their space. But clearly cryptic tweets coming in from people like Shekhar Kapur, well, you can make your own assumptions here.
Right, this also opens up the discussion really if there's really more to the suicide of this young actor. Athar, stay with us. Santya and Arunil are also joining us from Mumbai. Now, Arunil, the Mumbai police had concluded, the autopsy had in fact concluded that it was suicide. The Mumbai police went ahead and said that really there is no foul play that they suspect at this point in time. But these kind of tweets that are coming in from Shekhar Kapur, even Karan Johar, Arjun Kapoor, the actor as well, shared an Instagram interaction with Sushant a couple of days ago. That maybe points towards that there maybe is something more than meets the eye.
Well, a parallel investigation will certainly go on, Poonam, and the crime branch has mentioned about it that they will be talking to all the people close to Sushant Singh Rajput. His telephone details will be thoroughly probed. Financial details will also be probed. And the people that he spoke to in the last 1 week, or in fact in the last few days, they will also be asked about. In fact, the close friends of Sushant Singh Rajput from the film industry as well. Some of them were at the Cooper Hospital, wherein the post-mortem was conducted. Yes, right. The post-mortem details, basically, the conclusive evidence as per the post-mortem is that it was indeed suicide, and the police is not mentioning about any kind of foul play. But as we mentioned about tweets and basically information coming from other actors also, they have been saying that since last 6 months there was some problem. Basically, mainly this hints out towards the kind of mental instability that they're facing, and how this kind of problem basically mar actors in the current generation. He was just 34, a very bright future, and actor is what must have basically forced him to take this kind of an extreme measure? That is the big question that arises, and certainly the cops will be probing on those lines as well.